Okay, so I want to warn everybody, this does contain spoilers. So if you have not seen season 5, episode, I think 15 of Braxton Family Values, you might not want to watch this. It's the episode called Spilling the Tea, where they had a slumber party with at Tony's house. And the episode was real cute. You know, it had some fun stuff in it. But I want to get on this one point. This is all I'm really going to talk about. Tamar. Now I love all the sisters and I love the show. I've been following it since season 1. But Tamar is just getting out of control. And it's like, I like Tamar. I do. I like her. I like her music. She seemed cool. But like, the way she catches, I don't know if you would call it attitudes or just storms out, gets upset really easily, is really, as an outside viewer, is really getting to the point where it's like, you know, come on, you know. And it's a nice episode. When I saw her, when I started to see her get upset, I was like, okay, here we go again. But when Mama Evelyn said, sit down, you know, what's wrong? Why are you angry? And she said, I'm not angry. And she walked off. When I saw Mama Evelyn get out that seat, the way Mama E got up and her facial expression, I was like, oh, please somebody get Mama E. Because she already had a TIA, like a little mini stroke. Like, that's, all jokes aside, that's very serious. And it's just like, they keep upsetting her. Particularly Tamar. It's like, stop upsetting her. To me, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, right? Granted, all of this is my opinion. Nothing is law, you know, but it don't seem like it be that serious. Like, you get upset over petty bullshit. Like, I could see you being upset, no doubt, but I feel like it's the way she handles it. Like, some of the stuff is actually valid. She has her concerns. If you feel dismissed by your sisters or, you know, by whomever, it's cool. You have your, you know, your gripe. But it's all in the way you handle it. It's like an immaturity level thing to me. And then I started thinking, maybe there's something going on in the background. As y'all know, and look, I ain't trying to talk about nobody or judge nobody because, as my friend would say, my drawers ain't clean either. My drawers are clean. That's just the same. Meaning, my hands aren't clean. I have problems too. But, you know, we've all been hearing the rumors about Tamar and Vince and how things are kind of rocky. Actually, I don't know if y'all keep up with the gossip sites or whatever, or TMZ or whatever. I don't. But I have a friend that works at the Marriott, and I live in Atlanta, and we're here in Atlanta, him too. And as you probably know, Tamar and Vince were at the Ritz-Carlton Buckhead down the street not too long ago, and they got into a argument or some type of interaction, you know, domestic situation, so crucial that the police were called. And it was, the reason I knew this before the fact is because my friend that works at the Marriott, it's on their inner message boards. It was on there immediately. And so he called me and told me about it. I was like, whoa. So I got to thinking tonight. I was like, you know how if you're going through something with someone or some situation, and then say you're interacting with your family, like your sisters and stuff, or whomever, if you were snappish before, it make you more snappish. And I got to thinking, what if her and Vince really are going through something? And, you know, Tamar's always been like that on the show. Because like I said, I've watched from the beginning. And if you've watched it for any time, you know how Tamar is. But I feel like it's getting worse. Like, people don't even have to say anything. Like, for example, a couple of episodes back, Trina. And they were all sitting at the table. And I think it was after Tony was being recognized for charity work or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. But everybody was there. Mama Evelyn was there, all the sisters. And Tamar was talking about adjacent, you know, and referring to him as Black Nasty and making, which, by the way, Black Nasty is not a complimentary name. It's a lot of different ways you could take that, and none of them ain't too cute. I mean, there is one way you could take it as cute, but even still, it's the name is just kind of borderline. So anyway, Trina's just sitting there, okay, whatever. And other people chime in, you know, whatever. But then when Trina comes back and says something about Vince, you know, she lost all that weight by climbing that mountain. Something like that, the joke was. I mean, it was a joke. it was talking about Vince, but it wasn't like nothing to me out of pocket that really needs to be taken that seriously. Then Tamar can't take it and she storms off or gets upset. And it's just like, you talk about everybody to completion, to use one of her words, and when somebody else does it, all of a sudden it's a problem and you want to get upset and walk off. And it's just like, if you can't take it, stop dishing it out. Like, seriously. But I got to thinking, it's getting to the point where you can't say nothing without her getting, as they like to say on the show, in her feelings, which I don't like that saying, because we're all human. Like, we all have feelings and it's okay to get in them sometimes, but it's all the way you handle it. You know what I mean? It's like, you too old to be acting like that. You're not some young 20-some-year-old girl. So I got to thinking, what if her and Vince are really going through stuff, and it's caught it because it's a problem over here, is magnifying everything else, and now she quick to snap. You know what I mean? Quicker than she was before. Yeah, I don't have anything against Tamar or anybody else. I love the show and I love them, but because I've been a Toni Braxton fan since Toni Braxton first album, and that's what drew me to the show. I was like, oh, Toni, but then I got interested in everybody else. But my point is that it's just getting to the point, as an outside viewer, I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. Because I was talking to my friend about it the other day, and he said the same thing. He was like, yeah, it's to the point where I can't take it. One of my friends said he don't watch no more, but that's because he said he stopped watching reality TV. But he agreed with me as well. The Braxton Family Values is the only reality show that I watch, and I also watch the Kardashians. And anybody that watches the Kardashians knows that them daughters talk to Kris Jenner, the mother, like she got a rat's tail. And it's like, I always felt like, I always do this contrast. Every time I see like how Mama E jumped up tonight in the Spilling the Tea episode, I'm like, now Kris need to be watching this. Because Chloe will tell her mom, go suck a dick. And Kris will just be like, Chloe? And I'm like, Chloe, my ass, that bitch just told you to suck a dick. I don't give a fuck if she is in her early 30s. It's mad disrespectful how they talk to Kris. And I just thought to myself, if this was a black reality show or something like the Brass, this whole situation would have gone down totally different. They probably would have cut the commercial. I'm like, the way they talk to Kris. So I'm like, Kris and Mama E need to do a sit down in private. Mommy need to say, look, baby, this is how you handle this. You know how she is. Because it's just mad disrespectful how they talk to her. But that's a whole nother topic. But those are the only two reality shows I watch. And yeah, I don't know about Tamar, guys. What do y'all feel? Put your comments down at the bottom. And we'll see what happens next time.